Hey guys, welcome back to another multiplayer game of Rome 2 with Linksy. And I have one from my live stream, which I thought was really fantastic. So again, I am testing out the Empire Divided, Calendoii, uh, where I'm being backed by Bactria, and we're defending against Athens and the Seleucids. Now, if you can see from my army, this is an ultra funds. So I have three Oathsworn, four Highland Archers, elite Highland Archers, three Caledonian Spearwall, four chosen sword band, and then I have four Skater Warriors. And this match was so much fun. It's not a very long match. I'm gonna tell you from now but I honestly believe this was one of my favorite battles in a long time. So Athens brings forward an army which is very decent. However, let's start off immediately. I deploy my Skater Shadows right in front of the Seleucid line. Now, the Seleucids only brought this army, okay? They got a really elite silver shield swordsmen, shield bearers, heavy cataphracts, really heavy archers, heavy elements, sorry. They got chariots, and yeah, and you're gonna see how this goes. Those who watch the live stream know the end up result, but come on, let's watch it intensely. We'll go through the rest of the units later on. So I just charged into his elephants and I tried to throw peel at them, tried to get them to go crazy. After I organized my troops on the back, I realized that his general was very exposed, so I tried to charge and throw peel at him as well. So, you know, Royal Peltist unit, general unit, you're very expensive. Get him surrounded and do as much damage as possible. At the same time, I'm charging at his elephant. He's charging in with all his cavalry trying to break me. And my units will break very fast. Very fast. But I have another thing. My catapult over here. It's not firing yet, but after I've engaged with all of my troops, his general is getting ripped to shreds, which is fantastic. My poor Skater Shadows are breaking already, and then it starts raining hell on them. I start raining heavy fire. I'm calibrating my shots at the moment, but as you can see, one after the other, and the shot hits home. It hits very close, and boom. Oh, straight into his shield bearers. Another one comes in, and his general unit, his elephants unit have gone berserk, and now they're going berserk in the middle of his troops. Meanwhile, my artillery is hitting his very expensive Hellenic cataphracts, his very expensive Skater chariots. He's trying his best to break through the fort wall over there with his heavy onager, but look at this, the elephant's just charging in his own units. Oh, this is so painful to watch for him. His Royal Peltas, everything is just dying so fast. That shot over there just hits so well and kills so many of his cataphracts. Oh, I'm getting some really good shots now. Like once you manage to calibrate it and you're manually firing, you can fire so fast and you can kill so much. I'm melting all of his troops. He's breaking my units. I don't think I managed to kill his general, but his elephants are leaving a carnage, just pure absolute carnage. Look at this. Oh, look at this. These Royal Peltas, 160 units. Let's see how many of them are left after that cavalry, that elephant charge. Oh, 15 dead. The elephants are just going berserk. Oh no. Oh, this I did not see. Oh no. These elephants, these thick boys, oh, they have massacred this unit of Royal Peltasts. Oh, and then a catapult on top of that. They're at half strength. These Toro Spears are pretty much gone as well. The general unit is gonna get hit by these elephants if they decide to turn into that direction. He's moving his army into the hill, into the trees, so I don't see it, but I have a general idea where they are, and I'm still managing to fire. I'm pulling back my troops over here, trying to save them if possible and get them back into the castle. But at the same time, his elephants are back in control now, but the damage has been intense. I mean, look how much he lost. If I look, so most of his chariots are gone. Most of his heavy cataphracts are pretty much just gonzo. There's nothing left from them. His elephants, I mean, he lost an elephant somewhere, one of them, but Okay, they're gonna go berserk again. If I get another shot in, I think I can get them to go berserk again. I'm not sure if I got them twice in a row, but we'll see. Oof. Yeah, I'm still managing to hit his spell tests and do a lot of damage there. But, these Taurus Spears and these Shield Bearers, that is not pretty. So yeah, the Seleucids army is pretty much just gone. So let's check what the Athenians have. Well, the Athenians are bringing their onager, their pikemen, their Cretan archers. It's very, very normal style of attack. They're trying to get the ballista on fire, and they do manage to do so without the ballista managing to get too many kills. There's 62 kills, it's alright. He's got the Taurus swordsmen very well spread out onto the walls. Picked hoplites on this side, which is fantastic because then he can hold this flank. And very good method of attack. The Seleucid is still trying to break the wall from this side, but not managing. What else do I have? Well, I have my ballista is 167 kills. These elephants, did they go berserk again? I believe they did for a split second, but then it calmed down and I start shooting at, I kill a lot of his cataphracts over here, shooting at them close quarters. My Calendoii spear walls are ready. I have my chosen swords in reserve over here. Then I have my elite Highland archers ready to shoot at anyone that comes close. Most of my army is gone, as in because this is very expensive, and those 4 units are, I think they're 900 gold each. But that was fun. That was genuinely very good fun. Now the Bactrian is holding the walls and fighting against Athens, and he is doing a very good job of splitting the Athenian army unit by unit. He doesn't have the pressure of having a secondary army joining in the fight, so he is taking his leisurely time of selecting which units to fight and where to fight them. He's making trying to kill these picked hoplites, which is very smart of him since they're much better than the Storax, where he's supporting Storax swordsmen with Roa Bactrian Guard, which are very good units against Storax swordsmen. I believe he's trying to set fire to these balls, and if he does, this unit of Storax Guard is pretty much gone. At the same time, I'm noticing that the what are these guys doing? The shield bearers. What happened here? They built the siege tower slightly too big. What? Oh, poor Seleucid. Oh my god. This game. They got the wrong dimensions. The engineers were not very smart. I don't know where they got their degrees from, but I've never seen this happen. These towers are too big. These siege towers are too big. Okay, this one is a good size, but these siege towers are far too big for these walls. So he has to pull out and get back in. Oh, wow. What? And they even have the ballista on top. How did that happen? That is so strange. That is so strange. He's bringing his elephants back, and he sees that his elephants are getting shot at, so he runs them back. I've never seen this happen. This is the first time. Honestly. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. Screenshot. Yeah. That's gonna be the thumbnail for this fight. Oh my god. Oh, the Athenians are shooting their onagers into this blob over here, trying to do as much damage as possible. I must say that the Bactrian was a very good gentleman. He realized he made a mistake, and he bought 3 siege equipment. He bought 2 on the walls and 1 scorpion, and he immediately neutralized this ballista over here and the scorpion after I let him know that it was not cool what he did. And so yeah, I have to take my hat off for him. Like, he sacrificed a lot of money to get this scorpion up, and not that he really needed it at the current stage, because Athens is giving like very ample opportunity for these Syrian archers to shoot. These Syrian archers are being supported by a lot of troops, and there's pikemen. The defense over in this side is optimal. The picked hoplites. Ooh, what are they doing? What formation is that? They're being attacked in the rear. They're being killed. So if you're in this situation, put 2 of your archer units on this side. Shoot at his Syrian archers. Shoot at his thorax swordsmen. Are these... Okay, so these thorax swordsmen and picked hoplites are giving each other their backs, and they're slowly retreating into each other and fighting in that manner. Ooh, okay, okay. The catapults are hitting in. The remainder of the Seleucids coming up to the walls. He managed to push through with this shield barrier unit, but now it's being surrounded from all ends, and well, really and truly, chosen sword bands, Calendoii spear wall, and a very out of position hoplite shield barrier. It's doing the trick. More Thracian warriors. These are a fantastic unit. They have very, very good charge attack, and they don't have that much melee defense or armor, but they can rip through pike walls and do a lot of damage. As you can see here, the catapults are hitting home pretty much. If they manage to hit here and kill his general, it would have done so much damage. But it is not happening. He's managing to break some of the Bactrian forces. Well, really and truly through really good use of his archers, and this was that was a good shot. That thorax swordsman and those archers are... I mean, this catapult's getting really... she used up most of the ammo with it. I was thinking it's getting very good kills, but really it's not that much. I put up my Calendoii spear wall here, throwing javelins at his general unit. His general is not doing so hot right now. I also got my archers here, 2 of my Highland archers. They're ready to shoot. Why is that guy holding a knife? He's not holding a knife anymore. They're gonna shoot, I believe, straight in his general. Anytime now, boys. Boys? No, he gave up. He's out of position. Well, anyway, his Royal Peltas, these guys are almost dead. His general is not doing so well. I mean, this general has seen some stuff. More shield bearers are onto the wall, but yeah, the game at this point, the damage we inflicted over here was disastrous, absolutely disastrous. I mean, look at how many elephants killed. These were all elephant kills, not mine. I slaughtered him. I mean, my Skaita shadows did a little bit of a number on his general, because they surrounded and they threw javelins from the back and stuff like that, but really and truly the enemy got slaughtered. He still has cataphracts left, but I don't know why he bought so much cavalry. I understand the elephants because, you know, end game they can be really useful, but not so much cavalry. The thorax swordsmen are pushing through. They almost got hit by their own artillery. They're charging at the Syrian archers, trying to give these thorax, their allies, some breathing space. See, that's a really good flanking shot into this Bactrian Royal Guard. He hit his own units there. That is not pretty. That is not pretty. I mean, if this was Attila, the city would start burning right now. And damn, that would be difficult for him. So the shield bearers are moving in, but yeah, my army is just chilling at the moment. Not much really to do. I still have some units left here in reserve, and I got my chosen swords moving here. I believe I still had 2 more units of chosen swords. Yeah, I had so much left in reserve. My army barely fought at all, whereas my ally is doing all the heavy lifting in this one. My initial ambush went really well, so I was quite happy with that. These archers was really picked off slowly by his catapults, but again, sir, if you're using your catapults, aim here. So if you overshoot, you'll hit, or if you undershoot, you'll hit. And you can see all of that. The Seleucid is trying to just hold my army from flanking his ally and hoping that his ally can break through something. I must say, though, that the balance of power is being bought back into the enemy's favor. Slowly, not much, even though it might almost be useless at this point, but Athenian is playing very, very, very well, and even against all the odds he's stacked up against, he's doing very good. You can only imagine his frustration. Now over here, if there is a little bit of a patch to fix it, this is so glitchy. Like, this part is completely glitched out. Maybe because that is the wall is digging straight into the terrain, but it would be nice to fix that a bit into a better solution. Like, you know, maybe instead of using these rocks as a way to block maybe even just get the walls up and then fuse the walls with the hillsides on that angle. Yeah, I mean, I still have my Celtic Warhounds, these bad boys. Where are they? Look at these poochies. Look at these poochies. They're so nice. So yeah, and they're moving in, and the poor Cretan archers are out of ammo. No, are they? No, they are not out of ammo. I don't know why he pulled them up. They're up right there. No, they got surrounded by Torah spears. I'm breaking his last unit of shield bearers, which I mean they're surrounded by really angry squads from I think 400 years at once. So I mean shield bearers were a unit that were mostly used to 100 years BC, and the spear sword band is taken from the 300 AC, more or less 276 during the time of the division of the empire, the third century crisis they call it. These balls did not do much work. Unfortunately, we saw that fall flat, but it's okay. Most balls do that. It happens to everyone. And the Thorax swordsmen are now fighting Thorax pikemen, and that's not very healthy for them. I mean, there's still some pikemen left, but yeah, the gains that Athens managed to do, now it's losing entirely. These few archers over here are still managing to do a lot of damage. These Taurus spears are shooting their javelins into the side of these big hoplites, and they've broken these hoplite units completely. Now the Thracian warriors were broken completely. Yeah, they're very light. These Cretan archers and Rhodian slingers are being charged from their rear by the depleted Thorax sword unit, and I believe this is pretty much game. My army is just chilling over here. It's just like, yeah, you know, we did our job. It's in the hands of Bactria. I tried not as much as possible not to fight the Athenian general because I felt so bad. I genuinely felt bad for the situation. But at the end of the day, I still moved my troops to remind him and break his morale a little bit. And the Seleucid, wait, let's slow it down for a second. Thank you. The Seleucid brought brought his elephants over here to try and burn down the gate, and I was like, what is he doing? I mean, these elephants are getting torn to shreds. He's shooting at my Calendoii spear wall. He doesn't even get to kill one of them because they're in square shield formation. But these poor elephants. They've been through so much. There is another one goes down. Poor guy. These guys are such a lovely, majestic unit. I mean, look at that. But unfortunately, they're being killed really fast. I think I noticed at some point, and I start pulling my Calendoii spear wall onto the wall to kill them off. Yeah, the Seleucids last unit on the walls is pretty much gone. He's being charged by the Bactrians. I'm just showering a little bit of arrows, but really and truly, my units are happy to sit there and watch what's happening. The last unit, the pikemen, are on the wall, but they're breaking. Army loss penalty has hit. And I start moving my units onto the walls while under fire. The elephant unit breaks completely. They're out of the battlefield. The cataphract unit over here is marching towards us. The catapult unit is breaking off the field, and this is GG. The poor pike units are trying to run away, but they're being caught between a rock and a very, very hard place. They're charging straight into units which do not want them, and they're killing them. The massacre over here was fantastic and glorious, but this for me was one of my best ambushes yet. Oh, he still had this sighted chariots over there. Do not understand why he brought so much cavalry units. Then again, they would be very useful once we run out of ammunition, and maybe that's what he was hoping for. He charge in, and there are lots of good places. But then again, if you look what I had prepared here for him, this would have been painful. Granted, on this side there was nothing. Granted, but this would have been very painful for cavalry to pass over, and would have made his life very much hell. Anyway, guys, I believe this is the end of the match. Let's fast forward it till the end screen, and yeah, just the army being forced to run outside, and close victory. That was not close whatsoever. Let's watch the massacre that happened. I only killed 700 units pretty much. I lost more units than I killed because I completely lost all of these. Whereas Faisal DK2, I must take my hat off for you. You did very well. You pulled your weight. You got 2,000 kills. I got the least, but I really enjoyed my attack at the start. The Trajan warriors, look how many kills they got. They're very good with their. I'm not sure what the hell is that sword lance thing, but that is very good. It looks like a halberd and a very early iteration of the halberd. Well, my units, I mean, overall didn't kill much. It's more my catapult that killed more. I believe I had 200 kills or so that are not counted here. And my favorite unit that helped me so much is the Indian Armored Elephants. That helps my army so much, and it killed so many of his units. I mean, he lost almost all of his units. Um, these guys barely did a dent. And if these guys got onto the wall, I would have managed to do so much damage, but of course they didn't manage to get onto the wall. His Hellenic cavalry is Hellenic cataphracts are the ones who killed my ambushers. Whereas Faisal, I mean, his archers did very well. His Persians and his Bactrian royal guards, fantastic. And his Taurus swordsmen, of course, held the wall. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you do enjoy this content, please subscribe. If you want more content like this, and if you want to see your own siege battles being cast by me, just send me an email on totalwarbro@gmail.com. It's in the description down below. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.